Hi guys, welcome back. Today we'll be taking a look at some of the index ETFs. Before we begin, remember take a second to give the video a like and subscribe as you greatly help out the channel. Without further ado, let's start off with SPY, the S&P 500 index. So you can see that from the low of March 2020 to a high of the recent high at 479.98, we did bounce off at the 61.8%, exactly at 380. So we hit the low of 380.54, and thereafter we had a very strong rebound. This was very much expected, but a rebound is definitely expected. But for a reversal to take place, not exactly sure whether that will actually happen unless we clear certain resistance. So you can see that for the week, we actually had a good start on Monday, followed by the initial flush on Tuesday, followed and continuing buying for 3 continuous days for all index. And this is a very strong rebound, as you do know that stocks do not fall in a straight line. So after we have fallen for some time, there will definitely be rebounds on the way down. So the resistance to watch for SPY, you can see that the recent low was 380 and the recent high was 429. So looking at the resistance, we actually cross all resistance, including 61.8% for 10.90. So we may see some pullback next week, or if we actually attempt to go back up, then the next resistance to watch will be 419.15 before we retest the highs of 430. And there's also some cloud resistance here, so do expect some resistance on the way up. Supports to watch will be this conversion line, this blue conversion line here, and also this red baseline here. So these two will be a very strong support for SPY, which is currently at 409 and also at 397. So let's move on to the NASDAQ ETF, which is QQQ. So QQQ, similar situation. It is slightly weaker because of all the tech stocks. 61.8% did not hold, so we're looking at 50% at 286.82. You can see that this support here, it was being broken, but there were many buying pressure just under this support at 280. You can see that many buyers are around here, and thereafter you see a very strong rebound. So zooming closely to the recent rebound, you can see that same thing. On the Tuesday, we had a sell-off followed by 3 days of continuous buying. Looking at this resistance to watch, lowest is 280.21, highest recent high is 330.29 here. This particular day, somewhere in early May. So you can see that it is slightly weaker compared to the SPY. So the SPY already crossed this 61.8%, while QQQ have yet to cross this 61.8% at 311.16. So this is a very critical resistance to watch. If we do not punch up above this 311.16, then it's likely for us to see more downside ahead. But if we do pass this 311.16, then we're looking towards this 319 before retesting the high of 330.29. Looking at some of the supports, you can see that this blue conversion line is currently at 294, which is still quite far away. While this red baseline is currently at 307.89, which is a support that we just actually close above it. So hopefully this will hold pretty well next week. Lastly, let's move on to the Dow Jones. So the Dow Jones is slightly stronger. You can see that this 61.8% at 297 was not even tested. Even before we reach at 306, we really started to bounce off this area of support. So compared to the SPY and QQQ, we are a lot stronger. Looking at some of its resistance, it already has cleared this 61.8% at 327.84. So that is already pretty strong. Then we are looking towards this 333 resistance, followed by 341.17, which is this recent high here. And it also coincides with some of its cloud support. So on the way up, the cloud will definitely act as a resistance. So you can see that this was a resistance here. So it's likely for us to see some resistance when all 3 index were to go up to this particular area of resistance here. Supports to watch would be this red baseline. It's currently at around 326, and also this blue conversion line, which is currently at 319. So these two will be a strong support for Dow Jones next week. Hopefully, we will continue our rebound strongly up towards this cloud resistance here for all 3 index. So if there's any changes, I'll give you guys an update. Thanks for stopping by. Till we meet again, appreciate the manipulation.